I'm Michael Hutte.
I'm one of the founders of the Amur Leopard and Tiger Alliance, and I'm now coordinating the work of going between the sponsors in the West and the implementing organizations in the field in Russia. The Russian government at the moment is not taking care of nature at the moment, so it's basically ALTA, this group of Russian and Western NGOs, is the only hope the leopards have. I think the greatest danger is that the forest will lose its soul. I think a forest without these big predators that can eat you, but usually don't, like bears, tigers and lions. For me, it would be boring to walk in those forests. Zoos play an important role in conservation. First of all, they breed rare animals, including the Amur leopard. So there are now 150 in zoos, which is 5 times more than in the wild. Other things that zoo, of course, do is increase the awareness of the visitors of the zoo, the public, of endangered animals like the Amur leopard. The Amur leopard in the wild is the rarest cat on Earth. There are only 30 left, so the situation is critical. The good part is that the population has been stable, and we hope that with our conservation efforts we will see an increase in the near future. There are many threats that the Amur leopard faces. First of all, his habitat, the forest in which it lives, is being threatened by fires. The amount of good forest diminishes every year because people set fire to the forest because it stimulates the growth of fern. And the other problem is poaching. Both by poor people that are jobless and don't have any alternative, but also by the new rich, and there are plenty of them also in Russia that drive into the forest in their fancy jeeps and basically shoot at anything that moves. In 2005, the whole environmental community, both locally in Russia and internationally, had a big campaign against an oil pipeline plan. The Russian government selected the center of this place where these 30 last leopards live to build the end point of the oil pipeline, which would basically have meant the end of the Amur leopards. The animal would certainly have gone extinct. Our role was making a local campaign into an international campaign. So what we did was collect all the information, contact all the journalists for all the big English papers all around the world, Washington Post, New York Times, Financial Times, make sure it's being published. We invited the BBC, who did a feature on it. Then we contacted all the banks and gave them this information about why this was a very stupid idea and that there were alternatives, much better spots to build this terminal where no harm would have been done to the Amur leopards and to the environment in general, and asked them not to get involved in this. And we were successful. They wanted $6 billion for this project, this pipeline company, and they didn't get any money from any Western bank. Finally, they decided to move the pipeline to another spot, so they rerouted it, and now the terminal is being built in an industrialized area where it will do very little harm. In our education project for the Amur leopards, we focus on schools, on school children. So we have presentations in schools, leopard festivals where they can dress up as leopards or as other animals, perform theater plays, invite their parents, and through the children also influence the parents. It's clear if we don't act now, within the next 5 years, that we're going to lose the Amur leopard. So in the next 5 years, what we want to achieve is to make all the local conservationists, the local conservation efforts and the international conservation efforts hook up with international governments and make people aware that something needs to be done, and also convince the Russian government that they should take certain steps for the protection of their nature and their rare animals, especially the Amur leopard.